Yo!
So cudgel.
Shut your face, Robert. Let's get right into this thing. I come to you, wonderful people, at the dawn of a new year, feeding your eye holes with meme sculptures. And all of the meme sculpture customs have led up to this very moment in time. 50K, baby! Woo! We'll do something next video to celebrate this number because, frankly, I thought this video would be out by the time I hit 50K. And unfortunately, when it comes to writing the skit for this video, I'm feeling lazier than the Family Guy joke writing staff. However, the sculpture we're making today is a different story. Today, I bring you one of my favorite customs I've made on this channel, the Family Guy himself, Peter Griffin. Before we get into the sculpture, however, I would like to humbly request something from you. 50K is absolutely amazing and all, but I've got my sights set on something a little higher. I am trying my best to get this YouTube channel to 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year, 2020. And we already have an amazing first start with already being halfway there a couple weeks into the year. If by the end of this video you feel like my content is good enough, then please consider subscribing to the channel and joining our ever-growing family. I want to see if it's possible for us to even get to 100,000 subscribers, and I'm already blown away by the support you guys have shown me over these years. It might not be possible to even get to 100K, but at least it gives me something to wake up in the morning for. Now, without further ado, let's get into our Peter Griffin custom. Actually, wait, Robert, what were you gonna say? I kind of cut you off earlier.
Oh, I was going to tell you that you hit 50,000 subscribers.
Well, yeah, that's literally what I was just talking about.
I didn't hear you. Very rarely do I listen when you talk.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get into the custom before you say anything else that'll hurt my feelings.
Your face is stupid too.
Come on, just cut to the montage, please. Alright, let's get started on our Peter Griffin custom amiibo. We'll mostly be using light-colored clay like white and peach, which collect dust and little hairs like crazy, so the clay will be really dirty while we're working with it, but fear not, we won't let poor Peter stay dirty once he's finished. We'll clean him at the end. Now, I'm sure Peter would be nice and sturdy if we just simply made the sculpture itself. However, just to be extra super sure, we're gonna build him onto a wireframe. It's gonna be pretty simple, just 2 extended pieces for the legs and a ball of tinfoil for the torso. The tinfoil part is really useful for a couple of reasons, such as making the figure much lighter due to not being a solid ball of clay, and allowing us to save clay for the same reason. Kinda looks like a silver meatball on 2 toothpicks. I am hungry. Clay-wise, let's start with the pants. I covered the bottom part of the tinfoil ball in this pants color clay. Yes, that is the actual name of this color. I swear I looked it up. I'm not colorblind or anything. Then rolled out a snake and chopped off 2 short cylinders to skewer onto the wire. The legs are going to be pretty short, but also thick. The shoes are super simple, being 2 balls flattened on the bottom side. To start on the shirt, let's cover the rest of the tinfoil with white clay. The spot where the white clay meets the pants doesn't really have to be very neat or anything, since we'll be covering up that part with Peter's thickness rolls. I also made an indent around the waist for the belt, which we'll be adding in just a sec. And by in just a sec, I mean right now. I hope I didn't make you wait too long. Let's roll out some black clay, flatten it slightly, then wrap it around the indent, making sure it fits right into the groove. Once the belt is on, we can put a few belt loops and the belt buckle. The top of the belt loops don't really need to look great because, again, Peter is thick. And it's about time that we make him nice and thick. This was a bit of a strange challenge since I've never really done anything similar with clay before. I wanted his fat folds to look like the picture, so I tried out this method. I rolled out some white clay, flattened it, then cut out some trapezoidal shapes. I curved the corners upward, then put them on the sculpture just above the middle part of the belt, layering the pieces as I went, and smoothing them out to look flush with the rest of the shirt. This made it look a little odd at first, but as I worked with it, the more I liked it. Now for the head. We're gonna take this one step at a time. First, let's start with a piece of peach-colored clay, roll it into a ball, then flatten one side. Once we have our basic head shape, we can indent a part of it, making this weird, almost thumb-like shape. I know it doesn't really look like a thumb at all, but that's the closest comparison I could think of. Please don't think that my thumbs look really weird. I mean, you can see them in the videos. They look pretty fine to me. With this shape ready, let's make a line where the mouth is going to be, making it easier to carve out the space for the mouth. I wanted the mouth to be in the same stylized look as the picture we're going off of, which means we're gonna make it look a little skewed to one side. He's gonna look a bit weird from certain angles, yeah, but blame Seth MacFarlane's art style, not me. Okay, sure, you can blame me since I'm the one making the sculpture, but my point here is that the Family Guy art style is a bit bad. Oh boy! Okay, sorry for that hot take, guys. Please don't leave rude comments down below, but hey, what you can do if you're enjoying this video is give it a little likey poo. And if you want to see more videos like this one, then you could go ahead and subscribe too. I really want to see if we can get the channel to 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and I can't do that without your help. Thank you so much for your time and consideration. I'm sorry for interrupting the video, but let's get back to making Peter's beautiful face. Next, I added a little bit of a bottom lip, as well as Peter's signature ball chin. And just in case any of you were wondering if his chin is actually balls...
Ah! How did these get up here?
I put a thin layer of black clay on the inside of the carved out area of his mouth, making sure the side on the right is vertically flat to stay accurate to how the mouth is portrayed in the source image. Then we can go ahead and add his tongue, which is just a tiny little ball of pink clay. Before we add his eyes, I put some black lines of clay where the wire of his glasses will be. Then I just added some flat white circles with tiny little pupils for the eyes. Let's move on to the hair. It's actually remarkably simple, just a flat piece of brown clay sat on top of his head. Nothing fancy. I also added his sideburns, nose, and impossibly small ears. Like seriously, have you ever noticed how small Peter Griffin's ears are? Now it's finally time to adorn Peter's beautiful body with his gorgeous head. To solidify the process of putting the head on the body, let's roll out some white clay and wrap it around the spot where his neck meets his shirt to make the shirt collar. This is also a good opportunity to take in just how horrendously dirty this clay has gotten. Don't worry, we'll clean it in just a minute, but geez, I'm sorry you have to look at that because it pains me. Let's go ahead and make his shoulders / forearms / the rolled up part of his sleeves. Just two little shapes like we made when we started the head, with a flat circle of clay on the end of each, having pinched the edges of the circles to make them look more bunched up. The right shoulder is slightly raised, pointing downwards, while the left arm is raised up. Now for the rest of his arms, including his hands. Usually I make the hands separately and then attach them to the arms, but Peter Griffin has the equivalent of cankles for wrists, so we're going to be making the rest of the arm along with the hands this time. We'll have to make a rolled out piece of peach clay, then flatten the end with the hand on it, making sure to make it the correct size for the hand. Pinch out the thumb, then cut out the space between the other 3 fingers. Once the fingers are smoothed out and look neat, we can put them onto the body, with the left hand being a fist and the right hand just being open. I totally forgot to film the other arm though, so please forgive me, I swear it's there. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for. At least I've been waiting for. We can finally clean this disgusting clay using some nail polish remover on the end of a Q-tip. The darker color clay, like the hair, shoes, and even the pants to some extent, don't really need to be cleaned that much, but pretty much everywhere else does. I added a bit of detail on his shirt that you'll see in just a second, but once that's done, we can go ahead and bake the Family Man. While he's in the oven, let's prepare his Amiibo base that I made beforehand out of resin, then spray painted black and gold. We left a bit of wire sticking out of his shoes to allow it to stick into the base, so let's drill out some holes for the wire. As for the character he'll be in Smash, I went with a Mii Brawler, since we'll be able to make a Peter Griffin Mii to go along with the amiibo. Usually I hold a poll, or at least make a post in the community tab of my channel asking you guys what character he should be, but I felt like this time it was pretty obvious. And for the final step, we just need to cover the man in some matte finish to protect the clay and make it look a whole lot more professional. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, our Peter Griffin custom amiibo. There's still a little bit left to the video, like creating the Peter Mii and scanning it into Smash Ultimate, so be sure to stick around, but I just wanted to say thank you for watching. Like I said before, I'm going to try my best to get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year, so I would really love it if you subscribed. If you enjoyed this video, it would also be freaking epic, Lois, if you liked the video. I am terrible at a Peter Griffin impression. I wish I was good at that, but I'm not, and it pains me. Be sure to check out my social medias on your screen and in the description, such as my Instagram if you want super secret sneak peek pictures of customs and videos, my website cudgel.com for comics, videos, and more, my Etsy for customs for sale, and my Twitter for trashy memes. I usually post a video's amiibo for sale on my Etsy before the video itself even comes out, so be sure to keep an eye on my Etsy to see if you can find it early. I also let my Twitter followers know when the listing goes up, so if you want to be one of those cool early people, go follow me on my Twit. This custom is for sale right now on my Etsy, but there's only one, so if you want it, you gotta act fast. Let me know in the comments below what character you want to see next. I read every comment and try to reply to a lot of them. Around the time this video goes up, there should be a poll or a post in the community tab of my channel asking what character you guys want to see, so be sure to vote and comment on that as well. Thanks again for watching. I really hope you had fun. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go crap my pants. Holy crap, Lois. See, I can't do it. I can't do it no matter how hard I try.